Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Jack, and 4 years ago I quit my job and started trading full time, and I've been traveling the world ever since, which is pretty cool. So in this video today, I'm going to be walking you through one of the coins that I am most bullish on in this crypto bull market and this alt season. We're talking about ICP. So this is one of those holdings. It's part of my portfolio, and it's one holding that I think is going to be one of my growth cryptos. I am expecting big things from this coin. Obviously, nothing is a guarantee in these markets, but today I'm going to be walking you through my price targets for ICP and also the reasoning in why I have these targets. A lot of people just throw targets out there without any sort of technicals behind them, whereas I'm going to give you my targets and I'm going to give you the reasons why I think ICP can hit them. So all that and more in this video. So if that sounds good, if you don't mind, before we get in, hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell. These markets are really fast moving, and if you're not notified of when I make a video, you might not see my content on those bad days when you actually need it, right? So with all that out of the way, let's dive in. So I'm going to do a brief technical analysis on ICP only on the weekly time frame, just to keep this video short and sweet. So again, starting on the USD pair, we can start there. So yeah, we had this beautiful bottom with a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, which marked our bear market low here in September of 2023. We broke out to our prior resistance level and came back and had a beautiful retest of our base. So technically, ICP is looking extremely good indeed. We had a bit of a bearish period for most of this year, marked in confluence with our RSI on the weekly time frame here with this downtrend. We eventually broke out of that downtrend in the 4th of November 2024, confirmed both in price action and the RSI, marking our local bottom in July of 2024. And now we're looking to the upside. More recently, we've had our beautiful break out of this minor short-term resistance here, along with our EMA band, and we've followed it up with a beautiful bullish weekly candle close last week with this beautiful long wick, signifying strong buying pressure. So really, we're looking now at the upside for ICP. And the reason why I like this coin so much, the secret to getting these really good cryptos that go on and do, your 10x, 20x, is you're looking for the ones that don't have a lot of price action, that don't have a lot of price history. Because if we look at something like ETH, right, you could see when you're targeting the upside here, you've got so much resistance levels, you've got so many areas for the coin to suffer in, especially on the Bitcoin pair. Like if we look on ETH here, look how much resistance levels ETH has to break through just to make it back to its prior high, and that can hinder the price. Whereas if we look on something like ICP here, really, once you break out of, we're looking at the Bitcoin pair here, sorry. Once we break out of this sort of 3,600 sats, we're off to the moon. Like, I'm not trying to cite you here, but really that's the way I sort of see the markets and where I look for my opportunities. Okay, so when ICP breaks out of $21, $22, I predict that we're going to see this coin absolutely fly. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the actual targets, technically speaking, right? So I, like most people that do technical analysis, I like to use Fibonacci for getting price targets, but I also like to use support and resistance levels when I can, if they are available, and in ICP we have some. I also, what a lot of people don't do, I like to translate that on the Bitcoin pair and apply it to our USD charts, which I will show you later on in this video. So from our Fibonacci levels, what we've got from this prior high to our cycle low, we've got our golden zone here, which is between the 1618 to 2618. That is my sort of conservative target here. And what that would mean in terms of dollar price for ICP, you're talking $137 to $220 per ICP coin, which is absolutely ridiculous and would be monster gain from today's price of 10x to sort of 19x basically, so almost 20 times your money, which is absolutely fucking insane. So I just hope that really does happen. So it's not just based on our Fibonacci here, but it's also based on the prior the opening price for ICP, which can sometimes, I've seen other coins a lot of times do this, whereas if they get launched at a bad time in the prior cycle, they often, not always, but often, they will come back up and retest that opening price and reject from it, marking the top. So I would honestly be held accountable for this price prediction because I think it is reasonable and I think it is possible. So just to confirm, that's $250 to $156 in line with our prior opening price for ICP. Now, it's not just that. We also have a third step of confidence of why I believe it will hit this price. If we go to ICP on the Bitcoin pair and we start looking up at our levels here. So we have 3 pivot points, which I'm targeting. Obviously, in beforehand, we don't know which one will hit. And basically, I use these targets on the Bitcoin pair because the Bitcoin pair can help give you an insight on what's actually going on behind the scenes on the USD pair, because all cryptos are actually valued in Bitcoin, not dollars. The dollar value that you see, that $12 that ICP is right now, is the Bitcoin conversion on that particular day. So they're actually valued in Bitcoin, which is why I recommend using these charts. Okay, but if we look here from today's price, if we go up to our first weekly pivot on the Bitcoin pair, that is 600% gain. So that's 7x from today's prices. So if Bitcoin were to remain stable and not even increase by $1, ICP would rocket up to this level and do a 7x. Now, what if BTC does go up in value alongside ICP? Well, then you're talking crazy gains, right? But let's try and keep this without a lot of emotion or excitement. So if that price target 1 would be 600% on the Bitcoin pair, price target 2, which is the prior resistance level right here, that is a 13% gain on the Bitcoin pair. And then finally, if we were actually to make it up to this additional level here, that would be a 2,250% gain on the Bitcoin pair, right? So I wouldn't get greedy and target these higher levels, so I'm going to keep my targets here. But the purpose of using these Bitcoin pairs is to see what this translates to on the USD pair. So let's take this 2,247% from today's price and let's apply it to the USD pair. Let's call it here. So you see, even here, it does have this confluence. So just to summarize there, on the USD pair, my price target for ICP in this bull cycle is between $250 to $150. The reasoning behind this is we've got 3. We've got our Fibonacci levels, which are extremely accurate in predicting these price targets. We've got our prior open in the last cycle, so the opening price, a lot of people would have bought here and they need to recoup their money, so price often goes there. And finally, we've got our Bitcoin pair in confluence with those levels, both marking out similar gains. So what do you think about this analysis? Do you think ICP will hit my targets? Do you think it will go lower? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please do be a legend. Hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. It really, really helps. So that's it for today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.